everyone, it's Darkseeker here again. Welcome to another video, and this time we are looking at LifeCoach's Secrets Hunter, or at least a version of it. The Karazhan adventure, the first wing came out recently, and Cloaked Huntress was one of the interesting hunter cards that was released. And I was watching LifeCoach stream, and he was experimenting with different versions of the deck, putting cards in, taking them out, seeing what works, what doesn't work, and this is a version of the deck that I quite like. I think his latest version runs Violet Teacher, but I'm not sure about that, so I'm going to stick with this particular version. Well, what makes it special? Well, it's kind of a mid-range hunter that runs lots and lots and lots and lots of secrets with a Cloaked Huntress. You want to get those secrets out in the early to mid-game. In your late game you have the Savannah Highmane, you have Call of the Wild, and in emergency you have Yogg. But let's look at the Cloaked Huntress here. We've got a huge selection of secrets, and let's just quickly go through them. Bear Trap. Well, getting a 3/3 bear on board, that's not necessarily a bad thing, it's a good thing, but that's assuming that they attack your face. It's quite possible that you get burnt down by a tempo mage or a freeze mage who just casts spells all game. How good is Bear Trap? So we'll put a question mark next to that one. Misdirection is a lot of fun because they attack with an 8/8, and instead of hitting your face, it misdirects and hits the enemy face. Hey, that's brilliant. But what if they attack with a 1/1? The impact isn't the same. Not sure about misdirection. Snake Trap I absolutely love. Getting snakes on board is brilliant. It's board presence, right? It's board presence, and it will contest zoo-based decks or aggressive shaman decks that put these low health minions on the board and or totems. It contests other enemy minions. The snakes I think are pretty good. Freezing Trap can be a massive tempo swing for you, returning a 4 mana 7/7 back to the shaman's hand. That's pretty amazing. It really, really is. Explosive Trap I think is really, really good. Again, brilliant against aggressive decks, zoo-based decks. It can clear minions on an enemy board. It can even help you get lethal. So Explosive Trap, brilliant. Snipe, I like Snipe. I know that not everybody likes it, but I love it. Why? Because if it's played early, it's pretty much gonna kill whatever they play on turn 2 or on turn 3. It's gonna help gain you another turn where something they play just dies, and then you get the initiative, hopefully. Secret Keeper is, of course, an early game card that you want to get. You want to put this down and perhaps combo it with a secret the following turn. Alternatively, there is the dream play, and that is if you've got the Cloaked Huntress, that you can play Secret Keeper plus the Huntress and a load of secrets in one go. That's the dream play. Yogg is the emergency card that you can play if you're behind on the board and you need a way to swing back into the game. There is also Call of the Wild, which is just insane. It's one of the best late game swing cards in Hearthstone. It really, really is. And if you're behind, it can help you catch up because the Huffer can trade into a minion. Alternatively, Huffer to the face. Hey, that's pretty good, right? Plus you've got the Taunted Misha, which can save your life, stop lethal from the enemy board. So yeah, Yogg and Call of the Wild, pretty insane to help you get back into the game. Okay, so one final thing to note before we look at a game: tracking. I don't know what to think about this card. It's one of those. It's one of those love-hate relationships with a card. Tracking can find you a card to give you lethal. Tracking can find you a Cloaked Huntress to combo with your traps. Or tracking can discard some cards that you don't want to discard. Okay, let's have a look. This is a mage. And rank 8 play here. We have the Secret Keeper, and we have 2 traps and tracking. Now, I'm tempted to keep this hand, actually. I could have mulliganed away the Explosive Trap, perhaps, pondering whether it's too early to have that out. I mean, I don't know, or even mulligan away the Snake Trap and go for a Freezing Trap. Maybe Freezing Trap is better against these early game minions that the Mage plays. I don't know. Difficult decisions. So we track here. Do you know what? I'm actually pondering Snipe here. Because Snipe, I mentioned it earlier, it can kill an early game minion. It can kill a Mana Worm. It can kill a Flame Waker. That's insane. So we take it. Anyway, going back to what I was saying earlier. Not sure about the secrets that you keep in the opening hand. It's difficult. I could have mulliganed a couple of those away. You know, I could have mulliganed away for a Freezing Trap. But there's no guarantee that would get that trap as a replacement. There's every chance that we'd get a Savannah Highmane or a Call of the Wild or something that we can't play. The fact is, I can play those secrets early, therefore it's something for me to do. Speaking of something to do, Call of the Wild there, pretty good, except Leok, maybe not what I was looking for. Misha would have been okay, because it's a 4-4. Huffer would have been good. And there's the value of Snipe. And that's an Acolyte of Pain. That makes me think, what kind of a mage is this? Anyway, here's the value. Cloaked Huntress and mega value with 3 secrets now in play. That's really good. But notice something. We're out of cards. We're out of cards. Yogg doesn't count. So this could be a problem. And maybe one of the things this deck is lacking is card draw. Now I know people say tracking is card draw. Yes it is, but you discard 2 cards as well. Highmane is really good, but we can't play it. Anyway, you see, looking at these secrets, Snake Trap, well, I'm killing that. Okay, it's got 6 attack, it scares me, I'm killing it. So look, my secrets don't really do anything here. Which is perhaps a problem. Or it could end up being a problem. Loot Hoarder, Arcane Intellect. You see, that looks like a Freeze Mage, and yet he played Ethereal Conjurer. Okay, well, we're trading. I want to protect my Highmane. So Explosive Bear and Snake, not really doing anything. Why did I trade? Protecting the Highmane there from a Frostbolt. He could have traded in, cast Frostbolt. The one thing that we've got going for us is that he doesn't know really what these secrets are. Okay, and there's a bit of a mystery surrounding that, which I think is really good for us. I call it secret psychology whenever I play Secrets Paladin, or just normal mid-range hunter with secrets. I call it secret psychology because you really make your opponent think. In some cases, you make them panic and they misplay. It's pretty good.
Let's make magic.
Okay, Cult Sorcerer, definitely Tempo Mage. Okay, he was able to kill the Highmane. And because that thing has spell... Oh my god, Alex Straza. And because that thing, that Cult Sorcerer, has spell damage, I'm going to kill it. And I'm actually pondering my face or a minion here. I'm going to use my face. Now, if he board clears here, we'll be really sad. But we are putting him down. We are putting his health total down. And now we're going to start to do what a mid-range hunter does best. And that is, in the mid to late game, attack face, hero power, use the bow. Attack face, hero power, use the bow. Okay, part of that plan is now negated. Our board is gone. Okay, another part of that plan is negated. Our weapon is gone. Oh look, that's good. Okay. Screw the minion. We're just going face. He's at 9. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? I'm just gonna hero power every turn and kill him. And now look, our secret explosive trap actually gets value. Finally! 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 So would things have been different if we'd drawn into freezing trap in the opening mulligan? Or even misdirection for that matter? This is the thing that needs to be thought about when creating Secrets Hunter now. What combination of traps works best? What traps should be included? Which traps should not be included? And which traps do you mulligan for? Okay, he's attacking. He's going to proc the explosive. That's really good for us. 2 damage to the face, right? Finally. Frostbolt to stop my weapon. Makes sense. And a ping. Okay. Sure. We're 1 turn off of playing Yogg. So we're just going to play the minion. Yep. And hero power the face. We're putting him down. Further and further towards death here. This is good. We have Bear Trap and Snake Trap, which are going to do nothing here for us. Unless he runs some kind of charge-based minion, which I doubt. See, if this was Zulok or Aggro Shaman, that Bear Trap would probably be quite good. As with the Snake Trap, potentially. Oh my god. He played Shift Azerus and he got a 3-4 taunt. Wow, okay. The Mage has just saved himself. We could Yogg here, but... You see, I don't know what Yogg's going to do. Okay, that's good. That's really good, and the fact that he's playing Doomsayer is interesting. This is some kind of hybrid freeze tempo mage. Tracking is good. Ooh, Call of the Wild or Quick Shot or Animal Companion. I think I'm going to take the Quick Shot here. Why am I taking the Quick Shot? Well, it's 2 mana. Call of the Wild is 8. He's nearly dead, right? If his health total was higher, I'd take Call of the Wild. Because his health total is so low, I'm taking Quick Shot. Because it's only 2 mana, and maybe I can combo it with something else with another card if I need to. Whereas 8 mana for Call of the Wild is pretty heavy. Because we don't know how long this game's going to go on for. I mean, this is a weird mage. He could end up healing and clearing the board, doing something stupid. So yeah, I'm going to go with the lower mana cost card here. Just in case I need to combo it with something else. I hope that justification makes sense. Also, if he plays Counterspell as a secret, Call of the Wild, investing 8 mana into a Counterspell is not good. So, given that this game could nearly be over, I think Quick Shot's the better card. I know I rambled on there. I guess more than anything else, I was trying to justify it in my own head. Because most people say, Call of the Wild, Call of the Wild. Why did you pick Call of the Wild? But anyway, I think I made the right call. So, what's he going to do? Funnel Cakes. Funnel Cakes, really? Wow, what kind of a mage is this? Is this some form of a grinder mage? Okay, did he miss his turn? Did he miss the finish of his turn there? Okay, so Snake Trap actually finally got no value. Yeah, just as the snakes come out, they disappear. Yeah, it's over. We actually win. I wanted to play Yogg, but no. Okay, there we go. So we beat the weird tempo slash freezy kind of mage. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. So, what do we think about this deck? Well, let's just have a quick recap on these cards. We've got the Cloaked Huntress there, comboing with the various secrets. Now, in the end, yeah, we were able to trigger the snake trap, but the snakes all died. We didn't get to play the freezing trap, which was quite interesting. Explosive trap had value, which was pretty good. It actually killed something. So, I don't know. Maybe I'd say freezing trap, definite keep. Explosive trap, a definite keep. Not sure about the bear trap. I think if you go up against the Zulocks, aggro shamans, valuing a bear on board can be having a bear on board can be pretty valuable. Sorry, so and maybe on the bear trap. Misdirection, I'm not sure about that. I think that could probably go. Snake trap, yeah, okay. It can be good against aggressive classes. And Snipe, yeah, I love Snipe. It actually killed the Acolyte of Pain in that earlier game, so it was pretty good. In terms of the rest of the cards, High Main is a must keep, Call of the Wild a must keep, Yogg is an emergency card. We've got Azadrake for card draw. The question is, do we need a second Azadrake? Maybe one copy of Tracking and a second Azadrake, because Tracking is the card that I'm not sure about. Discarding a Call of the Wild and a High Main, for example, could be bad news. Having to choose between Yogg and another card could be bad news for you. So, not sure about the tracking. Could we put in other cards that enable card draw? Acolyte of Pain, for example. Could that work? I don't know. This is where the testing process happens. And yeah, I guess in a couple of weeks I'll revisit this deck when a few more cards have been released from the Karazhan adventure. But it's worth giving it a try on the ladder if you're brave enough, because it is a fun deck to play, and there is no better feeling than getting the Cloaked Huntress and 3, maybe 4 secrets with a secret keeper played all at once. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, everyone. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and do check out the other videos that are on there. I'll see you all again very soon. Do take care.